This segment of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by the American Disc Jockey Association. Yeah, okay, so you're getting married, the wedding, the reception, the fun, but sometimes planning the reception can be a bit overwhelming.
Unless you've got this book, Planning the Best Wedding Reception Ever. And today we are fortunate to have the book's author with us. Please help us welcome Peter Mary. I love that name.
Yeah,
Good morning,
great
Peter.
Stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me about this book, because I was looking through it and everybody looks like they're having so much fun, don't they? Lots of happy people.
That's what a wedding reception is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a celebration that's filled with fun and laughter and memories and maybe even a few tears at the right moments.
Oh, we love that.
And yet a lot of times when brides are planning a wedding, they tend to focus on what it's going to look like, and they forget to plan how it's going to feel and how it's going to flow. They overlook the role of a master of ceremonies who will direct the event and keep people engaged. And so I wanted to write a book that would really help brides know how to create the fun that they really do want.
And you talk about the master of ceremonies, and that is such a perfect term. How do brides go about that? That's such a huge decision on who you pick.
Well, a lot of times they think they need somebody who will play music and just make announcements, but announcements can be as simple as someone's left their lights on in the parking lot. That's an announcement.
That's not very fun.
Exactly. But a master of ceremonies does more than make introductions and announcements and bring things together. They also represent the bride and groom in a very personal way, and they help create moments that keep the guests engaged, so they're not doing this. How soon till we can go?
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Well, what are our options?
Well, there's several different options. You've got bands available, you've got DJs, you've got a new thing called wedding entertainment directors, and lately there's been a trend for iPod weddings.
Ooh.
And the one part about the iPod wedding that gets left out of the equation is no iPod comes with a built-in master of ceremonies.
Shocking. I can't believe that.
They haven't figured out how to do that yet on iTunes.
No doubt.
So, but yeah, and what I've seen out there is a lot of promotion for iPod weddings, and they talk about how you've got all the music you need. All the magazines and books tell brides you need music. What they really need is full-service entertainment. And so an iPod would be great on shuffle if you just want a cocktail hour mix. But if you want events that move from one thing to the other without any downtime and with guests really laughing and having fun, you need somebody who has the talent and skill to direct that for you. That's where the Master of Ceremonies comes in.
So it seems like really the DJ role is changing. They're becoming so much more than just someone playing music.
It's absolutely true. In fact, I would say there are more and more entertainers who are starting to recognize that when they do more for their clients and make it more personally unique, they have more clients who want their services, and thus they're able to make even better income. So by adding more personalization to those moments and giving them a better overall quality of service, clients walk away with better memories and everybody wins as a result.
And you've got some cool memories. We got a fun picture here of some of the look how much fun they're having. It reminds me of scenes from Wedding Crashers.
That was one of my couples from September. It was just a great shot of everybody obviously having fun with the bride and groom all at once. I love group photos like that where you can just see that clearly everybody's having a total blast. And that's, one of the best parts is setting that up. We put on some really great music. I think we were playing Photograph by Def Leppard at that exact moment.
I love it. Yeah, and it's funny, too. It's like for people that are guests, it seems like this stuff all just happens.
Yeah.
But you say it is all so planned out, and that's really key.
It really has to be. But you also need somebody who understands how to take moments and make something out of them when something unplanned occurs.
Takes you from a director to a coordinator, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Although coordinators tend to deal with more of the producer role, making sure the decor is where it needs to be, the rest of the cast and crew is ready and there the day of. But the director is the entertainment side of it, making sure that everybody's in place and every moment is ready to occur the way we wanted it to.
Very cool.
So as you can see in this photo, this is Andrew and Mary, and just look at how many guests are watching. One of the biggest complaints I've heard from people is they go to a wedding and they miss the cake cutting because the person who was supposed to inform them didn't do it properly. And yet you can see that every single person is there watching and taking pictures and laughing while they're feeding each other cake.
Peter Mary, great to meet you.
Stuff.
Thanks so much for coming in. This book is going to be available Sunday afternoon at the Bridal Affair at the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center.
Be fun.
I know, very cool. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This segment of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by the American Disc Jockey Association.